week, and it is this 50 minutes, 45 minutes with all of you. I stream live on my YouTube channel at Feel Good with Lavina. Just hit subscribe for me so you get notified when I go live and any new content. And I also have an amazing Zoom Feel Good community. If you'd like to join on Zoom, because I get to talk to everyone at the end, feel free to sign up to my free newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com. And I send you all the information. I have a special WhatsApp group as well to communicate session reminders. And I send out the link of the recording as well. But everything is saved under the Feel Good playlist on my YouTube channel. So I have all ages and abilities. My amazing mother-in-law will be joining me shortly, and we whiz through the whole Feel Good fitness prescription as I have invented everything from mobility, strength training. So I was saying to everyone on Zoom, grab some weights, be it safe household objects, tin cans, plastic bottles, dumbbells, rucksacks. Think about increasing your weight. When we do the strength training, we do a bit of cardio, a little bit of HIIT. That's high intensity, but you can do it low impact for all ages, stretch, mobility. And we are going to start with a moment to tune into our breath, just to reset our nervous system, to get us calm and ready. Sometimes it's hard with technology, but you are all here, and this is your time to invest in you. And sometimes our body just needs to have a little refocus. So it's a mindful minute, just a minute, to really tune into your body. Today, we're going to do something different. Every week is different. We're going to do a body scan. So all I first ask you to do is close your eyes, take a seat, place your hands on your lap, maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, which is really comforting, and tune into your breath. Just give yourself this minute to really tune into your breath. Breathing in through your nose, ideally, all the benefits of nasal breathing, and exhale through your nose, or just let all your tension out with a big sigh. Let's take 3 really deep breaths, lengthening the inhale, thinking of bringing in positivity to your body for this workout. Exhale, release any tension, any stress, any worries on your mind. Breathing in again. Big positive inhale, exhale, release everything away. And last one before we keep that deep breathing going, but we're going to tune in to a full body scan. So I want you to now send that positive breath up towards your head and relax those face muscles, relax your jaw. Keep breathing, sending that positive breath towards your jaw, your neck. Feel free to touch your body if you feel a little bit of self-contact, a bit of lymph here. So you could go upwards towards your lymph, a little few strokes if you want to, or just continue breathing. Then we're going to focus our body around our collarbone, our chest. Again, you could add a little bit of tapping here, or you could just keep breathing. We're really just doing a nice full body reset here, full body scan. Let's breathe that lovely energy in towards our arms, letting them relax down, maybe by your sides this time. And then breathing that big breath to your belly area, belly breath. So expand your belly on the inhale. Exhale, let it contract, breathing out. Now sending that breath down your spine. So maybe straightening your spine, making it lovely and tall. Exhale, release, just relax down into your seated position. Inhale towards your hips, so focusing on our hips where we sometimes carry a lot of stress, releasing and letting the glutes relax as well. And let's focus on your legs. So just sending a nice positive breath to your legs. If you feel like just stroking your body, that's great as well. A bit of self-touch, self-care, maybe a few taps up and down your legs as well, or just stay breathing in towards your feet. Maybe wiggle your toes and then relax them down on the out breath. And now just sending a whole full body breath all the way up the body and releasing away. Just keep your eyes closed. How did that feel? Just have a little sense check. It's very hard for us to slow down sometimes, but it's so good for your parasympathetic nervous system to calm the body and mind. Rubbing the hands together, generate some heat. Place it over your closed eyes. Take a positive inhale again. On the next breath out, just open your eyes with your hands there. Let a little bit of light in. Breathe in, bring a smile to your beautiful faces. Release the hands away. Let me see those smiles on Zoom, on YouTube. Let me know how you're feeling. Drop a thumbs up if that helped. And now seated or standing, because this is for all ages and abilities. If you're able to stand, do stand, because I want you to use your leg muscles. But if you're seated, Mummy will join me shortly. We're going to start with some lovely head circles, just working our way from top to toe, circling one direction. Imagine a clock face in front of your nose. Relax your shoulders and let's change direction. Now, everything we do today is going to benefit your health. There's so much science and research behind all the exercises that I demonstrate, but listen to your body as well. If you can't do something, replace it with something you can. Now, we do these often, but this time try and connect your elbows. Go a little bit slower. So connect them here. Try and keep them connected as close as you can. Then release and really lengthen at the top and then open wide. So let's slow today's movement out, just so we're doing it really lovely. Get that big opening as high as you can, opening out. It can be hard, right? Because we're often rounding our backs these days. Let's change direction. This time, opening that biggest circle as you can with your elbows and met them at the top. Can they stay close together as they come down? It's difficult. If it is, just do what feels good for you. Up and down. If you have anyone sitting for long periods at home, I have my son revising for his A-levels. They start next week. I get him to do some of these little stretches because when we're sitting, it can really affect your back and your neck. Lovely work. Let's take some big arm circles. Let's today get a bit of energy. So maybe a bit faster than usual, sweeping forwards, bringing them back. Again, try and get them round your ears. I can see some of you on Zoom if you're standing. Yes, you can generate a bit of energy. Maybe bending, swishing up, lengthening, and release. And let's do the same the other way. So big circles. This should make you feel really good. This feels like a nice opening. Breathing in and out, lovely work, and relax. Just a reminder on your posture, my desk reset snack, the shape of a desk all throughout this workout. Let's practice it. We're going to bring our shoulders up, back, and down, and then glue them together. Bring those shoulder blades together. Engage your stomach muscles. Try and keep that posture, even through your day, little exercise snacks. The desk reset snack is so effective. We're going to do a bit of my Tai Chi warm up because this morning I haven't been able to do it and I'm really missing it. So I ask you to either, if you can jump, and I keep this low impact, but if you can jump, do some jumps for your bones. If you have no bone issues, no osteoarthritis, the other option is seated. You're going to lift the heels and bring them down gently, or lift the heels and let them drop to get a bit of impact on the bones, or the standing option, which I'd love you to do if you can stand, have a bit of support, up and down. So we're activating our soleus muscles, maybe adding a bit of impact. Otherwise, if there's any bone issues, just up and down. So I'm going to do about 10 to 15 jumps. You can join me, or you can do those lovely heel raises up and down. Breathing in and out, and you're going to keep your core tight. You're going to let your body just relax. I See a few people jumping. Don't worry if the jump's not for you. This is lovely because it's activating your soleus muscles, great for controlling our blood sugar levels. Remember, this one you can do after meals, and it's just getting everything warmed up. We're going to now bring in the arms and lengthen here. Then again, swish it down, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Let's try and really open out. You can try and lean back, really open up the chest. If you want, you could bring a little bit of a light heel drop. You could coordinate if you want. A little bit of movement. Pranam, how are you, mummy? Good morning. I'm going to turn the heating off because it feels like a nice warm day. We're getting warmed up, mummy. So keep going with these, just breathing, swishing in and out. Really good for our shoulders, opening out the body. Lovely. We're then going to add in our little twists. So when you do this, give yourself a little tap on your opposite shoulder. And it's a little bit of movement in the spine. Let the arms go. They're like dead arms. Really nice to just release any tension. Wake up the bodies. Great for the lymph nodes. There's lots of science behind these sort of Tai Chi based moves. And then we're going to do a little opening. This time, give your armpit a little tap. Swing round like a golf swing. If you're standing, you can twist the feet. And let's try and really open out. Try and look up to that hand that's going round. So you're really opening your spine. This is lovely, especially if you've been sitting too long. We've got this whole video saved on YouTube. It's a little 7-minute workout, but I often just do it in 2 or 3 minutes, and I just add these movements in after I've woken up, after I've done my balancing on one leg. I do 10 squats, and I add this little Tai Chi movement in. Relax there. We're going to do a little bit. Are you warm? Yeah, it's effective, isn't it? So arms out wide, big smiles, everyone. You're here. It's so good you're here. You're investing in your health. So little high knee if you can. Even seated, think about drawing those stomach muscles in. Give yourself a little clap here. Again, the tapping, yeah? It's good for the meridian points. This is lowering cortisol, lowering stress. You could give yourself a little clap, actually. I like that one. There's a thing about clapping that I've seen, which is great. I've also seen about heart health by the movements that we did with those arms above our heads is really good in the morning to get preventing any heart issues as well. It's just getting the blood flowing, isn't it? Everywhere. Give yourself a little shake out. And let's try and add in those 10 squats if we can, just body weight to start off with. We're doing things differently today. Or the seated option is always the leg extension, which you can straighten out your legs, really engage your quadriceps, these very important muscles here in the front of your thighs. If you're not ready to do your squats, start with these. Maybe add a hold. Otherwise, sit and stand. Let me go through form quickly. Feet are about hip width apart. You're going to see your toes. You could place your hands over, or you could use your chair as support, coming up an inch or two and down. Or if you're able to stand up yourself, come up all the way and slowly control it. Let's go down for 5 seconds, or hold your leg extension for 5. Let's meet at the top, everyone. Come to the top, mummy. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Stand tall, and let's try and go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a bit quick. Let's go back up. Make sure your knees are in the same direction. They're going outwards, yeah? Not inwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. That was good. Did you manage it? Let's come up, squeeze those glutes. Or if you're doing leg extensions, hold the 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a bit quick. Let's try one more. Everyone, this is really good because this is actually for results. The eccentric negative part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's very effective for your muscles. So let's come down that last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Give yourselves a little shake. So we had quite a different warm-up today, but I hope you enjoy that. And you could just play this workout for a few minutes. What are we? We're 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, and you could just do the breath and the warm-up if you had a little 15 minutes in your day. I have grabbed a band. You could use a pair of old tights, but resistance bands are great because they're going to really help activate the muscles. If you don't have a band or tights, even a belt, but some would be great. And yes, we're going to start with the shoulder floss. What we're going to do today, though, is try and go nice and slow because I want you to really feel it. So you're going to come all the way up and then either bend the arms if you need to, or go all the way around, nice and slow. Relax the shoulders, relax your face, your jaws, and slow it down. Now, why are we going slow? Because I want you to do things like we sometimes rush them, right? We sometimes just go up and over, and then I see on Zoom, all of you are amazing, but sometimes we have muscular imbalances. So we could be lopsided slightly. It would be great to do this in front of a mirror. I can see lots of people on Zoom, which is great. So I can check. Mummy, do you feel it when you're going slowly? It's really focusing on giving that ball and socket joint mobility, the synovial fluid. All of this mobility is going to help with joint pain, lubricating the joints, literally oiling our bodies, yeah? So that hopefully pain will release and it will go away. Like motion is usually lotion, but it's very obviously individual. So go with your own body. Listen to your body. Can you go any slower? Could you hold the band any tighter? Or if you're struggling, feel free to loosen up. You don't have to be tight. I'd rather you be loose and you go slower and up and over. Breathe with it. Engage your stomach muscles. So imagine belly button towards spine. If you can't hold it straight, it's fine to bend the arms. Sometimes you can't go all the way over. Your body might just be feeling a bit tight. Keep your chin up. So keep that level, looking forwards. Can you feel it yet? The lactic acid around those muscles. It might be burning, but I promise you, this is a really important exercise. I try and do every morning. I keep a band on my desk. You could leave it on your sofa when you're watching TV and add that band snack in. Let's do some lat pull down. So here we're going to try and target these muscles here. We're going to keep both arms above us. Relax those shoulders. You could use tin cans or weights for this if you don't have a band. Keep one arm fixed by your ear, nice and straight. The other arm, the elbow comes again. Let's go slow. Down and squeeze. So mummy, try not to lean that way. Try and stay straight and squeeze those elbows. Really target this muscle here and then release. Let's do the same side 5 times because you're going to feel it more. Slowly down, squeeze and hold. Can you hold as if you're really getting that tension and then slowly release? Good. So normally we breathe out on the hard part, guys, and then we breathe in on the release. I'm going to show you from the side. Breathe out. 2 panes of glass, and I'm really pulling down, pulling it. Good. One more on this side. This is lovely. Today it's all about slowing things down. Let's go to the other side. Squeeze down. Good. Any problems on Zoom? Head over to my YouTube channel where I am live. Squeeze down. Breathe out and in. Good. Can we do the other side? 3 more. You finding it difficult? You could always do the shoulder floss or just roll out your shoulders. But if you can do this, this is a great one to really strengthen those back muscles. Mummy, just look up. Try and keep straight. Good. And down. Lovely. We can all make little tweaks, especially if we do this in front of the mirror. I love seeing everyone on Zoom that joins me on Zoom. You're doing really well and release. Woo! Hard. One last one. Let's do, I'll show you without the band. All this is coming like to this position and squeezing back. It's a small movement. So I'm trying to open out, squeeze out and in. Can you feel that, Mummy? Yeah. Yeah, so even without the band, now let's add the band in. Let's keep it slow and controlled. If you don't have a band, tin cans would work. Let's smile. I know some of these burn a little bit. And let's open out, little pulses, breathing out and in. Little pulse. You can take it slow. Try and keep your spine nice and straight, stomach muscles in, squeezing back. Can you bring those arms a little bit further back? Opening out. Oh, what a burn. 3, 2, 1. I can see lots of you on Zoom thinking, Lavina, stop. Super, super well done, everyone, on YouTube and on Zoom. Did you feel that? So little band snack. Could you do some of these on the sofa when you're watching TV at night? Yes? No? Or even in the day to really just loosen things up, but also get some strength training in. So we are going to do our little steps. So we always say, get your steps in from indoors. These days, there's so much about 10,000 steps. Even if you get 4,000 steps a day, it has great benefits on your health, cardiovascular health, reducing risk of type 2 diabetes, our health, our strength, our overall fitness, stamina. And if you could get out in nature, the mental health benefits are amazing. So, Mummy, try and lift your feet a little bit. If you want here again, if you have no bone issues, you could add a bit of stomping, but you have osteoporosis, so don't add that. Mummy's showing you nice and low impact. You can move your arms so you can really feel it. Vinu Uncle on Zoom has got his dumbbells in his hands because so has Andrew. They're both legends on my Zoom community. Well done. So they're adding a bit of weight into their walks here, which is very, very impressive. I won't give their ages away, but they are amazing gentlemen. Let's go for a few more seconds, but can we fasten the pace? Can we go any faster? Imagine you are in a race. Let's go for the last 10 and count down loud with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Give yourselves a clap. We did probably about a minute. 1 minute of exercise snacking. Just have a little loosen up, shake out. Every hour would be so amazing because every hour in your day could mean that you hit 11 minutes of snacking. Every time you exercise snack, whether it's squats, just marching on the spot, even heel raises, star jumps, whatever you want to do, you are going to help your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your blood fats. You're going to help balance out your blood sugar levels, these key indicators. And hopefully, did you feel that on your mood? That should feel good. I let you relax. We're going to add in another little cardio snack, or a little bit of HIIT. So we're going to go slow to start with our star jumps. Again, low impact. Mummy does them seated, and you could do single leg or you could do double like her. Bit of coordination to keep our brains fit. If anyone wants to add the jump, you can. We're going to go for about 10, and hopefully my mic is not going to bang my chest too much. Let's go. Let's quickly give ourselves a clap at the top to get that full range of movement with our arms as well. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Breathe, relax. That's just 10 seconds. In my book, The Feel Good Fix, there was 40 pages of research studies. There's more and more coming out about exercise snacking. I'm doing a talk in Oxford next weekend, Mummy, and it's literally all about exercise snacking. And it even shows if you just do 10 seconds, it's effective. Everyone's shorter for time. So sometimes if you can't fit in this long workout, do the short snacks. I'm letting you do nothing so your heart rate comes down. The last one we're going to add in is a bit of boxing, my favorite. So you could grab tin cans. You could try with dumbbells. It will be harder, but whatever you want, even just your fists. And I want you to first start by just punching out all your worries. Then think about adding your feet. Again, you could stomp a bit if you haven't got any bone issues. And let's really punch out, or just march, coordinate, go as fast or as slow as you want. I want you to get rid of any stress, tension, whatever is worrying you. You are a fighter. Whatever issues you have in life, you've turned up, and this workout is for your mental health as well. Yeah, I say exercise for sanity, not vanity. Let's go for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I want you to drop all your weight, and I want you to go as fast as you can with those arms. This is going to look funny. I want you to punch out as fast as you can. Maybe not your feet, but just your arms. Let's punch those arms. 10, 9, 8. Faster, faster. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! How are we feeling? Good, I hope. That's the message, I hope. Feel good with Lavina. Or you might be thinking, stop, Lavina. But whatever you can do, I promise you there's so much science behind all of this. You have just done little HIIT snacks, even through the day when the kettle's boiling. Could you add in a bit of boxing? That could be a good stress reliever. And we're changing the tempo with our exercises today. That's the kind of focus I've got. We're going to do a bit of strength training now. So we start off with our press ups. If you know what to do, grab your wall, your kitchen counter, the island, your table against the wall, even the ground. I want you to do 10 press ups, but I want you to go as slow as possible. Today, I want you to go slow, especially on the way down. So even if you're seated and you're pressing against your thighs, I want you to try and go really slow and controlled, and then push away a little bit faster, but still controlled. Stomach muscles in, core tight. We're trying to target these upper body muscles. So if you're against the wall, mummy, do you want to do them against the wall? You have a lovely straight line from your head all the way down. Go to your walls if you're able to stand, otherwise the chair option. Your hands are at shoulder height. You could move your feet further back if you wanted a challenge. Maybe one hand a little bit closer together. If you can bring them there. And really think about your form. If you're on the floor, you could be doing the box press up. I don't normally show these. These are all in my book with QR codes to the videos. But can we go nice and slow today? So really feel it. Use your breath. Exhale to push away. So even these sort of 3/4 press ups that I'm doing, just by going slower, my muscles are under tension. So it's called time under tension. And this method is very good for building our muscle mass, our strength that's going to keep us strong for life. Yeah. Lovely, mummy. So lovely straight line. Do your 10 nice and slow. There's no rush today. I want you to really feel it. And when you're done, I want you to try and do something a little bit different and just circle out your arms and join me whenever everyone is done. You can stay seated, circle out your arms. Now, press ups are so important. I was talking a lot about reducing risks of falls. And if you can get up off the floor the last 2 weeks, this is so important because also after any, say, operation, especially knee or hip replacements later on in life, you could need your arms more than your legs to just help us get up. It can be really difficult to get up after an injury, an operation, like God forbid, or a fall. So your arm strength is so important. It's not just for picking and lifting, but it's using, and this upper body compound move means it's using multi-muscle, multi-joint. So the press-ups and the dips, sometimes we do dips off the sofa. I won't show them today because they're quite advanced. Those are really good compound moves. Then we move to the isolated muscles. So we're going to do shoulder press today. We're going to do 3 different types. So I want you to pick your weight carefully. We've just activated our upper body with the press ups, and I'd love you to do press ups every day. 11 press ups, 10 press ups, whatever you can manage. We're going to have our palms facing us this time. Then we're going to go slowly up, pushing up, and let's go slowly down. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Really keep your back still, your core tight. 3, 2, 1. If your weight feels light, think about increasing. Maybe bottles, plastic bottles, milk cartons, if you haven't got dumbbells that you can increase. Because your strength needs to progress. To build those muscles, we need to challenge it. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Synchronized on Zoom. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. How are we doing on YouTube? Great work. Keep going, everyone. 5 more if we can. I know it's hard. If it's difficult, you stop, you listen to your body, you reset, rejoin maybe. 3, 2, 1. Good. Some of my Zoom participants are using dumbbells. Some are using no weight at all. If you're a beginner, you can just try and visualize pushing up. This is carrying things over our head, reaching for things above our head in the shelves, in the kitchen. Lovely. Lifting your grandchildren or children. Last one. You're so strong. Hold your trophies and down. Did that feel hard? Yes, because we're slowing things down. Did you feel it more? So this is where, if we can't increase weight, you could actually do it by slowing things down. And what we're going to do now is have our palms away, but I want you to just roll out, maybe release the arms before we do that. Maybe even go back to what we did at the beginning. Loosen up, because I want you to do a really good set. So sometimes we need that rest in between, especially as you start lifting heavier. And you know that strength training for me is probably the most important part of this whole workout, the Feel Good Fitness prescription, because we want our muscle mass for longevity to help us with our day-to-day activities. This time it's going to be hands forward. Yep, so let's try and go for 10 if we can. Palms are facing forward. Relax your shoulders. Let's slow it down. Here I can see all your muscles. Back to your ears, pushing up. Breathe out. Good. If it gets difficult, lower your weight or go to body weight even. Breathe out. Stomach muscles tight. Slow it down. Great work. This is really working your shoulders, your upper back. Mummy, are you good? Good. Keep going. You're getting so strong. Lovely. Can we go for the last? Is it 4? Breathe out. I know it's tough. Have a little break if you need to. Slow it down. Good. 3. Don't worry if you can't keep up. Some of my regulars have been doing these exercises with me for years. If you're new today, just listen to your body. You have this workout saved for you to come back to. Last one. Hold your trophies and down. Woo! How are we feeling? Good? Maybe roll out the shoulders. Was it hard? Give me a nod if you're still holding your weight. If it wasn't hard, obviously think about holding something slightly heavier, but something safe. The last challenge, Mummy, when you're ready, is we're going to do singles. So we're going to bring the weight sort of near just above our shoulders. We're going to go up and then alternate. Breathe out, breathe out. Good. So try and get that breath in and push up. Lovely, lovely and strong. We've just got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Today we did 3 Sneakily, I squeezed in 3 sets. Put your weights carefully down, because ideally with strength training, and I explain it all in my book, The Feel Good Fix, there is a whole section just on strength that's very easy to read. I often give this as homework to everyone. There's bits on all of it, but it explains how you can actually increase your results. So whether it's going by reps, by sets, by tempo, by weight, whatever you can increase with, strength is what we really need to focus on. And then obviously there's lots of snacks. You can literally just pick and mix. There we go, full body strength snack. 5 or 10-minute version with the QR codes to the video. So you just take a picture with your phone. It does describe the whole exercises, but there you can follow along with me, yep, on a video. If you've got time in this week, and if you've got my book, I would love you to do that as homework. Let's get some more steps in if we can, because you could fit in maybe a quick snack. There's a 1-minute snack, a 3, a 5, a 10-minute. There's over 80 in my book that you could just pick and mix from. Does that sound like good homework, Mummy? You've got my book. We can show, you can just pick a snack and try and do an extra snack for me. Let's again fasten the pace for the last 10 seconds of this. Get as many steps in as you can. 10, 9, count with me. It's good for the brain. 7, 6, a little bit faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I have got lovely Sonal on Zoom in her gorgeous garden on this beautiful English, I should say summer. It feels like summer, but the weather's so up and down out in her garden. It's amazing. Let's do a bit of walking backwards. I'm thinking of adding that in, but if you can, if you can't, you're going to stay seated and you can do some heel raises. So if you're not able to stand, lovely heel raises are great for your calves. If you're able to walk backwards, Mummy, you can do it near the wall, so you've got a bit of support. Whatever space you've got, it challenges your balance, your proprioception. You could have your arms out to the side as you're walking forwards like on a tightrope, pretend. And then it's also great for your knee strength and for your back health. And it could just be in your living room, careful. If you're out in a park or in your garden, maybe practicing a bit of walking backwards, even in the swimming pool. My mum's been doing some swimming now after her knee op, and I was saying that walking backwards would be lovely in a swimming pool as well. So think about where you could add this in, because it's actually one of those things that you don't think of, but it just mixes things up with the walks. Lovely work. Relax there. We're going to add in our balance. I haven't forgotten the key component of our fitness prescription. So if you're able to stand, you hold on and you have support. You could loosen that support. So if you're used to holding on, today I want you to try and just keep that support there, but actually balance, because you've got to try, if you can, even for 10 seconds. But if you can't stand, you're going to do that leg extension hold. Again, you're building strength, but balance, if you can stand, is the one thing I need you to be doing to reduce your risks of falls. And it also corrects muscular imbalances, like after a knee operation. That bad leg that you've had operated will take your weight. My mum is on Zoom, she can hear me. But it's so important, because if you've got another leg, it's going to be doing all that work, and you don't want that one to also start compensating and suffering, yeah? If you've got osteoporosis in both legs or osteoarthritis, the other leg can't just do all the work. So you've got to try and get that one strong again. We're going to try and do 10 seconds, whatever level, hold on, or without, or seated leg extension. Let's focus. 10, 9, stop and start if you need to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Did anyone manage to do it? Give me a thumbs up on YouTube or Zoom. Great. And we have different targets. Obviously, get longer for the younger you are, eyes closed, brushing your teeth on one leg. But today we're just doing this one, other side now. Let's go. Core tight, look at a point, focus. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Well done. Anyone manage to do that side? Yes, you find it a little bit hard today? That's okay. So some days we feel a bit wobbly than others. If you're still standing, I want you to hold on to the chair and we're going to add in some side leg raises. Really good. You could do this by the kitchen counter, when you're cooking or waiting for the kettle to boil. Now, if you're seated, you can try and do the same thing. You're going to lift that leg, come out to the side, out and in. Try and target your outer thighs. If you're standing, try to not move. Yeah, so try and keep everything still, and the exercise is just isolating in the leg, the hips, the glutes. So it's the leg coming out and in, and the leg that's taking your weight, that's where the strength comes. Yeah, that's where we really are doing a bit of balance work. You can have support like Mummy is, and 10 on each side if we can. So Mummy, you've done quite a few. Could you want to show the seated version? So it's a good option while I do the last 10 standing. You can hold on, obviously, please have support, but this is a good one. So maybe have your legs straight, Mummy, and then come out. Good. You don't have to go super high. It's quite difficult not to lean on one side, but try and really, the straighter you are and the more still you are, the more you're going to feel it. You can place the foot down if you need to. Get your balance. Come a 3. Good. 2 and 1. Lovely. Do you feel that? Last challenge. Stay seated just to demonstrate it and then come up, Mummy. We're going to do hip circles. So we're going to, again, try not to lean. Try and keep your body nice and straight and upright. Core tight. And then we're going to do small circles. Again, you're building strength on that balancing leg. That's taking your body weight, or like Mummy's doing seated. Mummy, go a bit slower and really feel this joint. This is your big ball and socket joints in the hips. They get very tight when we're sitting for long periods. Can we change direction? I know it's hard. You're doing so, so well. And also when we're sitting for long periods, but also if we're stressed, we can really take that tension in our hips. So this is a really good one, but especially for balance work. Oh, I can feel that. And this leg has had to get really strong. Do you feel that? Give it a shake out if you need to. And let's go to the other side. Did you feel it seated? So really good one to do. Again, whenever you're sitting for too long, can we go nice and slow today? So really feel it. Focus your mind on the areas we want to work, that mind to muscle connection. Focus on your hips, engage your stomach. So keep that core tight. Really slow. Can we go slow? You don't have to go big, but we're lubricating that hip joint as well. Yeah, we hear about hip replacements. Let's change direction. If we can give our hips a little bit of love. I have a hip snack in my book. It's really good. You're doing balance as well. We've added a bit more balance snacking here today. And relax. Well done. We have our last very important strength exercise. So maybe just do a few heel activate, add some drops in. Can you guess what the exercise is for our lower body? It's our squats. But this time, I want you to either do the leg extensions holding a weight if you're seated, or I want you to grab the heaviest weight you can today. Yes, a rucksack plus your weights. If you've been doing my workouts for 6 years, we've been doing, and if you've been on the same weight, today, think about challenging. If you're new, please just do body weight, and you can increase gradually over time. So I'm thinking I've got this weight. I haven't got a rucksack with me, but what we're going to do is do them again, nice and slow. So this is the seated option. You can hold your weight and you can do your leg extension. You could even add the shoulder press if you wanted. We've done a lot of shoulders, but let's see how we're feeling. And then the standing version, we're going to come up nice and slow. Good. And slow it down. Control. Look at your toes. Weight in your heels. Knees are going out in line with your toes. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Breathe out. Slow it down. Really good work. Why are we doing this? We want to try and keep our independence for as long as possible. Coming on and off the toilet ourselves, on and off the bed, in and out of the car, all the simple things that we take for granted until they start going. And we want to try and keep as strong for life as possible. Even if you can't stand, you can still maintain your strength. And our muscle mass is probably the most important thing for keeping us strong and less fragile. Yep. Squeezing up. The more strength training you do, the better it is for your bones as well. So muscles and bones are very connected. Lovely work. How many have we done? Mummy's carrying on. Shall we do 3 for luck, everyone? Join us if you can. If you're standing, obviously, and you don't want the chair, the normal squat, you could go nice and low, back straight, squeeze up. Go as far as you can. If you find the chair squat hard, you could have placed a pillow so you're slightly higher and you don't have to come as low. There's lots of ways of doing this. Are we done? How are we feeling? We have done a lot today. I'm very, very proud of you. And we've got the last little blitz. Let's do our final 20 seconds of stepping, stomping, marching, running, jogging, whatever you want. Let's go for it, everyone. Last 20 seconds, your little race sprint to that finish line before we stretch. Keep going, keep going. Can you go any faster? Great for your heart here, your stamina, your fitness. And last 10, 9, count with me, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you have got to the finish line. Give yourselves a very big clap. If you got through that workout, it was quite challenging, even for me. So huge congratulations to whatever you managed to do, you invested in your health. We're going to do a few simple stretches. If you're able to stand and you don't have any knee issues, you could try holding on to support, bring your knees together and bring your heel towards your glute at the back. So I'm going to show you closer. Otherwise, Mummy, you're going to hug your knee in as high as you can towards your chest with your spine nice and tall. So there's 2 options here. With support, body nice and straight, knees and hips in line, and you try and bring that heel towards your glute. You're stretching out your front quad if you're doing this stretch. Mummy, hold yours if you can, and you can really just release out. We're holding for a few seconds. We've worked a lot of muscles today. 20 to 30 seconds, a stretch snack would be ideal. A great way to end or start your day. Sit tight, try and hug it in as much as you can. Lovely. Holding, holding, holding. Deep breaths, just bring the heart rate down. This is like your cool down, but very important stretch to reduce your risk of injury, to keep you nice and supple and flexible in life as well. Then we are going to all take a seat and we're going to have one leg out in front of us. With this one, if you know you can't reach, you could put the band now around your leg. Do you want to, Mummy, you show that version. Leg is lovely and straight. For you to feel this stretch, the straighter the leg, the better. and you flex your toes towards you. You're going to reach up. Let's get that full body stretch. Inhale. Obviously, good mum strength and lengthen your back. And then exhale, calming down. Can we reach maybe for your toes? Don't worry if not. Your shins, your thighs, but try and relax your head and neck and hold here for me. Flex those feet, really straighten that leg. You should feel a lovely stretch from the top all the way down. Breathing, deep breaths, 2. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release. If you held that stretch for 30 seconds every night, you are stretching out your back, your arms, your whole hamstrings, your whole posterior chain. It's a really good stretch. Even just that as homework. You know, I love giving you all homework. Other side, lengthen up, breathe in, exhale. Let's reach, 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 reach. Lovely. You could hold the band shorter. Exactly, mummy. Well done. So the band is really helpful here. Try and straighten that leg. Really flex the toes towards you. Breathe in and out wherever you are. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. 2 more deep breaths here. We're going slow today. I wanted to kind of go through things slower so that we do good form and technique, but also show you that slower is sometimes more beneficial, more challenging, a little bit harder, but really beneficial. We did a lot with our shoulders, so we definitely have to stretch them out. We can have one hand in front of our bodies, other hand above or below the elbow. Relax the shoulders and then draw it in towards your chest. Look over that shoulder. Relax that shoulder away from your ear. Can you draw that arm in any closer? Good. And release. Lovely. Open out. Really do a full body. Let's open out both arms. Open out the chest. Other side. Let's go to the other side. Hug it in towards you. Relax it away from your ear. Look over so you get a nice neck stretch as well. So the more you're hugging that arm in towards you, the more you should feel this release across the upper back and the shoulder. Let's do a quick side stretch, reaching up and over. I want you to give me a little wave here. Everyone, virtual waves on YouTube, Zoom, whenever you use this, I want to hear your feedback. So do drop a comment for me, because that's what really helps me, that feedback, that motivation it gives me. And most importantly, share these workouts with someone, because I do them, as I said, it's the highlight of my week. Seeing all ages, all abilities move with me and mummy. Having this time together, you're amazing. And let's do our feel good hug, like a seated or standing cat-cow. Opening out the chest, really arch your back, lift through your chin, take a positive inhale, and then wrap the arms around yourself, creating a C shape in your spine. So really opening out the vertebra. Give yourself a really tight hug. Say something lovely to yourself, like, you are wonderful, you are amazing. Thank your bodies, because whatever your body managed to do today, it's incredible, yeah? You gave yourself this time away from our busy life. Another feel-good hug. I'm going to give one to mummy. If you've got someone near you, give them. Otherwise, a big hug, another self-hug from me and mummy. Well done to all of you. And then we have our feel-good finish. I hope you feel good and better than when you started. Do you? Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Be honest. Good. Everyone on Zoom, I can see is a thumbs up. YouTube, let me know. Big positive inhale. Reach the arms. Fill yourself with positivity. Exhale, bring the arms down. Release any last bits of tension, negativity, stress. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati for us? And we have lots of workouts saved in Gujarati if it helps anyone in the South Asian community on my YouTube channel. Final big positive inhale. Capture that positivity. Hands me at the top. Bring that positivity down to your heart center again. Have a moment of gratitude. We rush off. Even if you say 3 things you're grateful for, the same 3 things in the morning every day, I guarantee it's going to make you feel good. Just say something that you're grateful for right now. Take a bow. I'm grateful for all of you because you keep me motivated. You keep me going. You help me realize how important it is to share the power of movement and exercise. I really hope you enjoyed the workout. I'd love your feedback on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. There's so much more content that I keep wanting to add on as well. And we will see you again next Friday at 10 o'clock. High five. Give yourselves a clap. I talk to all my Zoom participants at the end. So I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube, and do join us on Zoom if you feel like you can. It's lovely to see everyone. Have a wonderful day and keep going. If you can do 2 or 3 of these feel-good workouts a week, you're hitting the government guidelines, and otherwise, exercise snack. Well done, Mummy. As much as you can through the day, every hour would be incredible. I'm going to say bye to YouTube.